Next we're going to hook his limbs. There are 4 limbs in total. Just hook 4, and then ring the needle first. Take out your dark brown thread. Around the little finger, around the index finger, then come around and pinch the intersection. Crochet through the coil. Hook the wool and bring it here. The hook wire is drawn out of the coil counterclockwise. Okay, that's the first upright needle. Then we tick 6 short needles. Crochet is inserted from the coil. Hook wool. Backwater needle winding. Take our coil. This is the first short needle. We're going to tick 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? We pull the thread and tighten the coil. Then draw at the first needle. At the first needle point, hook wool. Take the first coil. Take the back coil. Then wind the wire counterclockwise. Stand a standing needle. We hook the first lap. For the second lap, we're going to change the light brown thread. Let's tighten this up. Then you can cut it off. Change the light brown one for the second circle. Please return this. Light brown for a stand-up. Come quickly. Okay, the second circle is a short needle, 1 by 1. There are 3 groups in total. Tick the first one first, a short needle, then a needle. Hook and add needle at the second stitch. Hook the second set again. We can put this line. Go around the top of the crochet and hide it. 1 by 1, then add needles. One more, one last set, 1 short needle. 1 plus needle. Let's draw at the first stitch. And then you give him the piece, and you turn it out like this. Turn the dark brown one out like this. Then the third and 6th laps. It's unabated. 9 short needles. Stand a standing needle first. Hook a short needle for each stitch. 9 stitches in total. And now we can put the following one. Cut off all the threads for it. Cut off the thread at the back. 3rd needle. 4th stitch. 5th stitch. Pin 6. 7. 8. 'Then torture out the silver plate at the first. Okay, so it goes straight to the 6th lap. We are now on the 3rd lap. This first lap, 2nd lap, 3rd lap. The last 3 laps are all unreduced. 9 short needles. Please crochet your own. Okay, lap 6. We're done for the convenience of suturing. We can give him 3 more stitches of the hook folded like this. It doesn't need to be famous. Let's set up a standing needle first. Fold it for him like this. Insert the needle from the very edge. Hook short needle. Hook a needle corresponding to each needle end. It can hook about 5 stitches. 4 or 5 stitches are okay. Okay, so he's flat. Then we keep the cash for the sutures. Keep a little more. We have to hook for one like this. Okay, we've hooked his limbs. Put it aside. So here we're going to hook his ears. Ring starter. Then we tick in this circle. Clean a standing needle. Then hook a short needle. One medium and long needle winding. Straight through the 3 coils. Another long needle. Another medium and long needle. Another short needle. Okay, then just tighten the coil without pulling it out. Put this. Hook's producer comes out of this hole. Okay, so one ear is wrinkled enough. Pull him tight. Streamline suture. This ear needs 2 hooks. We have also hooked the 2 ears. Put it next to you. Next we'll crochet his mouth. The mouth in front of him. Next we'll hook his mouth. The first lap is to wind the wire and pinch it first, and then winding hook first, a standing needle, then we hook for lock pins. A lock stitch is crochet, counterclockwise, winding out of the coil. Tension and counterclockwise winding. Out again. So that's 2 stitches. Let's do 2 more stitches. 120, a total of 4 stitches. And then we do the penultimate stitch. This is the first shot. This is the second shot. Let's go to the top of the penultimate stitch with braids into the stitch. Hook 3 short needles. 1. The next stitch is also a short stitch. Three short needles, and we flipped it, and the producer flipped it. 1 more pin. Hook 3 short needles. 1, 2, 3, and then flip the production. Standing needle. Then 3 short needles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we hook the short needle again. At the corner. 1 more needle. For example, each stitch is hooked with a short needle. The turning point is at the end of a needle. Hook both stitches, hook 1 stitch. Tick. Disconnect. The back we can break it. Then you need to take out your suture needle. We take the light brown thread. Hide the needle from the back first. Whatever. Then, from the upper right corner, torture. Sew to the middle position. Torment from the upper left corner. Also sew to the middle position. This is his nostril. Then, from below, sew up again. Sew into a shape. That's not right. Down a little. Just follow this shape. Then hide the line behind. Then disconnect him. Okay, his mouth is sewn up. Let's sew up his mouth first. His mouth is in the 3 rows of this medium and long needle. Right in the middle. Is that so? Just sew him up with a suture needle. So that each needle, there's one for each mesh. Just sew it up like this. His mouth is already sewn, and we're going to sew his eyes. His eyes are between lines 5 and 6. 123,456 in the middle of lines 5 and 6. Count from here to here. It is 123,456,789 at the position of the 9th pin. 123,456,789 is at this location. That's at this location. We can put him in the back first. And he's standing on 123, 3 needles. This is the location. Then we sew it to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 13th program 123. And then he gets his eyes sewn up. Then we hide the thread from him. Just playing, just wear it a few more times. This is still inserted into the place where the needle originally came out. Okay, cut off the extra thread for him. Good eyes have been stitched. His ears are 3 stitches behind the eyes. And then 1 line up. 123 hold him in this position. Just sew a few more times here and fix it for him. The opposite side is also in the corresponding position. Then we'll sew up his hands and feet. His hand is in the thinnest part of the neck. And then it's facing the front, which is this position. To sew. And then we stitch one on top and one on the bottom. This is like this. Just sew the corresponding needle powder for him. It happens that one needle end corresponds to one needle. Just sew him firmly. Then the one below is. The bottom corner is to empty lines in the middle, and then at this position level with him. Just sew him up like this. The opposite side is the same. The method is the same. Please sew it yourself. Okay, he ran out of limb powder. Let's do the capybara part. It's already done. Next, let's make this little turtle.